Welcome to my channel. I'm Roaming Green, still continuing Mecca. So before we start, don't forget to like, comment, hit the notification bell for up and coming videos. I shall get them all up very soon. This is the place just on the outskirts of the Haram, where the burial place is. Everybody comes down here. It's a graveyard, the Prophet's first wife. Everybody comes here, does their prayers. But you can't really go into it now. It's gated off, otherwise it'll just be too busy. But you can see the infrastructure they've done, absolutely unreal, cutting into the mountains. All this was mountains, and it's been cut into the hotels. In the distance over there, you've got the clock tower, which is the masjid, and everything else around it. The only stones mark the grave. The gravestones are just rocks. And so many people buried here. An amazing place in the eye line of the mosque. You can see the minarets just there. And you know where you are just by the clock tower, so the clock tower indicates everything. Original mosque where the Prophet came. It's been updated. It's stopped to go on to Hajj, sorry. And you can see the clock tower in the distance. The actual expansion is unbelievable. But you know what? After seeing it for my own eyes over the last few days, they really need it. They need a new road infrastructure. As much as they're making, it gets packed out. It gets packed out before you even know it. So they need double of what's this. Area is the Masjid Jinn, very famous in history, Islamic history. I'm gonna come and visit as I'm walking. One thing is an issue around here, walking. Once you're in the compound, the large compound that they've got, it's all right, you can walk around. Otherwise, very difficult to get into the compound. It's surrounded by like major roads and there's no real walkways. So you have to take a taxi everywhere. And unfortunately, you know me and taxis, we just don't mix. But I found a taxi driver who speaks a language and seems a lot better than some of the others, but we'll wait and see. Really is a huge place. But the walkways and everything is really difficult to walk around everywhere. Best one to go into, gate number 25. This is the place. This is the place where the Prophet, peace be upon him, made a sign to the moon, and the moon split in two. What must it have been like? Nothing here, but look at it now. As I said earlier on, and I say it again, you've got to give credit to the Saudi regime to make it what it is. It's just phenomenal. They're catering for millions of people to come here. And this is the main road that goes all the way around the Haram. Not much roaming around here, I'm afraid. Once you're inside the large roundabout, the Haram is all walking, no taxis. But around here, you have to have a taxi. A break in a tunnel. And then back into a tunnel again. The back of it now, so it's a circular major road. Down at the footing of the mountain, I'm going to try to get up.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. Muslim brothers, the Prophet be upon him, did not ordain to us to climb up the mountain praying there, rubbing their bodies against their stones, trying nuts in the trees. So, it's a footing of the mountain where the Prophet passed through. Amazing how busy it is. Just imagine all those years having to pass up and down from these mountains to get to Hajj. It's a long walkway going all the way up. There's pigeons everywhere. Pigeons absolutely everywhere. And people are setting up stalls. Still only at the footing of the mount, and the walkway leads on. It's a time factor more than anything else. I would love to walk all the way up, but I do actually have a taxi, believe it or not, that's bringing it around. Roaming is limited in the Makkah, I would say, because especially these sort of areas, the one outside the Haram, is walking, but anything nearby, and it's a huge complex around the road network, but you cannot cross over the roads. So there you have to take taxis, you have to take a cab. But this stunning, amazing sight to see, amazing. The higher up you go, the more of a breeze it becomes. So its conditions are actually not too bad. Yeah, it's rocky, but at least it's not mega hot. The whole route is 6 kilometers. So it is doable, and it's really about just time factor. You see, people have been walking up. So 6 kilometers, not too bad. Time to leave the mount footing. Well, look at the amount of people here. Done my prayers, and an amazing place. There's all businesses going. They all want a little bit, but how much can you do? So just be careful and be a bit wary if you're coming to places like this. Ice cream, Mecca style. No ice cream wars here, I presume. These are all the facilities. They're closed at the moment, but during Hajj, all these facilities are open. And as I said, they have done really well to keep and bring the facilities here for people. As difficult as it is walking around, for some people, you know, at least you've got facilities here. Free water, free everything. Toilet, shower facilities, everything is here. There's enough to buy food as well, water. You can even shop now as well. It is about 33 degrees, but you know what? It's manageable. It's warm where the roads are made, where the concrete is here. But in the mountains, it's really nice and breezy. As soon as you go up a little bit on the mountain, it becomes really breezy, a cold breeze. Down at the footing of Mount Arafat now. Lucky we came and done my Umrah. It's not as busy as normal because this is a main part for Hajj, and the whole area is absolutely huge. They've got large yellow signs that tell you the whole area for Arafat. And look at the sign, look at the roadways they've made. Proper roadways coming in and out. The area is huge, and they're still improving it. There's actual fans for air conditioning and stuff and everything as well. And look, here we go, more ice cream vans. More pilgrims coming. I'll have a look at these when I come back. Al Rahman Mountain as a crossroads that made all the walkway and driveway to come up here, but it's actually closed at the moment. These are the facilities they've laid on. Brand spanking new toilet. Entrance there, and there's the foot of the mountain. A few shops opening up around here now, few restaurants opening up, loads of ice cream shop vans all standing. Roads they have made, I've got to say, as far as you can see, big roads as well. The whole compound is huge. Mount Arafat compound is huge. Hospital right here as well. They have done really, really well, have made it at least a little bit manageable for people. But saying that, as I said, 33 degrees, but it don't feel like it. It's actually a bit of a cool breeze. Jabal Ar-Rahman Hospital. Main entrance. Even here, it's amazing. Amazing what they've made. How they've made it, how long must it have taken, and they still are improving the whole area. Can't imagine how many people will come here. There's actually a train station here as well. There we go, pedestrian ring road. So going all the way around the area. Amazing views inside, or just slightly outside the Mount Arafat complex, which is counted for Hajj. The only mosque here that opens for Hajj, Mosque Nimra. Otherwise it's closed all year. But that's Mount Arafat there. You just can't understand the amount of work that they are doing. During Hajj, this is the pedestrian footpath from Mount Arafat to Mina. And along the way, what they've done is put water, toilets, facilities everywhere. But this is a pedestrian footpath that they've made. There's a limited access for the vehicles, but you can cut through as this vehicle is doing here now. But it is all mountainous, and I don't know if you can make it under the footpath here because they made a walkway at the top. Mosque Nimra is just there. I just saw it was 8 kilometers from here on the sign. That's a long way to walk for people, but people do it. And you know what, as I'm saying, 33, 34 degrees, but with a breeze, it don't feel like it. It feels really, really nice. You could easily quite walk it. Must have मतलब
तवाफ करना कपड़े में पेशाब करो ज़ियारत तवाफ वो कोई नहीं है कि तुसा आराम पाना
Mina starts from here. Monument where Prophet Abraham was going to sacrifice his son. Look at the hotel up there, a complex up there. Look at the size of this road, size of the overpass there, and another one there going across. And this is the camps, like Mina camp, train station. Look how well the train station is made. Only operation during the Hajj season, but you are talking millions and millions of people. The whole area is absolutely massive. That complex there is the King's Palace, and all footpaths and the roads and everything is closed, so you can't make your way there. So that's the significance of the area there. That's not a hotel, my mistake, it's the King's Palace. Masjid Kaif. Huge complex, surrounded by Mina. The domes and the tents and the camps you see are housing pilgrims that come and then walk to Mount Arafat, and it's coming up just 8.8 kilometers was when I was there. There the new housing blocks that have been made. The amount of work that is going on. And look, the road is actually cut into the mountain. There's a mountain there, and you see the building at the top. Everything at the top is by the king or government, and that's the palace that was in the corner. And it's just continuing, it goes round forever. Huge places, huge builds. This is Ziyarat. This is only really open during the time of Hajj. This is where the three shaitans are. This is the main block, main one, where people come. And then there's two smaller ones where they throw stones as well. We got one in the Masjid Al-Haram as well, but this one is the one en route. It's a shame. You can probably get down to it the other side, but this side is actually closed. But there you have it from there. The white building there is a mosque, Masjid Al-Bat, has no roof. But on the way, that way is to the Hiram, Masjid Hiram, and that way is Mount Arafat. And look, they are still improving, they're still changing. Second floor entrance, Ziyarat. Look at the amount of work that's going on. You can see the dome top campsite over there of Mina as well. At the foot of Jabal Al-Nur. It is a walk and a half. All new hotels starting from here. Everybody just parks up their cars. They can get out. You can pick up taxis, and people are walking back. That's the old city. Look at that. That's where we should be walking around. So high up on the mountains. Pit stop for a bit of shopping. We've been with a taxi driver all day. He's been taking us around, showing a lot of places. This place
Right, it's not the thing. He said the main place for shopping for wholesale is a place called Kakia. It's about 2 kilometers down from here. But we've come to a small shopping mall, indoor shopping, and it's got everything here. So let's have a quick look here. They're just after a quick shop of clothes. I need some loose clothing. So let's have a look around and see what's in here. Yes, this does look more local shopping. The indoor mall that we went to yesterday, that was inside the Haram. It was very modern, but this actually looks a little bit more traditional. Small shops inside. Looks like they're wholesale as well. A lot of stuff coming in and out. A lot of boxes ready to go. Sweets. Bags. Do need another small bag, but we'll have a look. Not a very big shopping mall compared to some in the country, but very, very busy. As I said, it seems more of a wholesale stuff coming in as well, because there's a lot of boxes, small shops rather than big shops, individual traders. I'll let you know what the prices are like, but they will be better than the ones in the big shopping mall places, or right in the middle of the Haram as it is now. So we'll see. This is Al Wafa hypermarket, it's called, and next door is a Al Wafa like supermarket where they do fruit and food, and next to that is the Al Zizia wholesale market. If you have time, these are the place to visit, because it's much better shopping than the big malls in the expensive places. 3 floors, first floor and the second floor. So ground floor, first floor and the second floor. But got to tell you something, the stock at the shops are brim. They're at breaking point, and there's so much more stock coming in. Taxi driver was saying if you spend about 15 minutes you'll get everything you need. This is going to be more than 15 minutes in here, but let's see how we get on. This one actually is quite nice, Al Safwa. They've got some nice hats, so I will probably be buying some from there. Time to leave the Al Wafa hypermarket centre, and you know what? This is the benefit of being in a Muslim country. Water anywhere, everywhere for you. Places to wash, absolutely everywhere for you. Time to pray anywhere you like, you know. And I got to say, the people in here have been really honest. I just turned around and said, do me a good price, and they did. No hassle, no haggling. There is a little bit of coming to my shop to have a look around, but apart from that, no problems at all. Really good place, well recommended. If I get time, I will try to come back here. But like I said, there's so much stock coming into the shops here. It's phenomenal. Last look before we leave. Look at the amount of stuff coming in. And you know it's a good place because the coaches are coming down here with their shoppers. Oh, look where the bulldozer is. That's like that. This is the one I ate at. The food was nice, but I don't know about the hygiene. It's probably one of the only places in Mecca I've seen that's got a lot of rubbish lying around everywhere. And There's a distinctive smell as well, but the food was really nice. Not sure what the price was. I'm gonna have to ask, but again, like I said, not the most hygienic place. But you can't really blame them. Just the sheer number of people, it'll be impossible for them to keep it clean at all times. Down in the Pakistani and the Indian quarter, I would say. Indian restaurants, Pakistani restaurants all around here. Underneath the clock tower, the amount of people. All here as well. That's the hotel we are at. And we've got everybody praying. All the shops, there's a main run, all the hotels. It brings a whole new meaning to crowd control. The minarets for the Grand Mosque, all surrounded by hotels. And the highest point now, the clock tower, or clock at the top, which can be seen from almost anywhere. Main run, and this is where all the hotels are. Restaurant on the side of Emir Al Sultan Hotel. Food was nice, I must say. And this pathway here leads you straight into the Grand Mosque. As far as the buildings, look at this hotel here. How big is that? That one there. And the clock tower, still growing, still not enough for the people. Time to make my way home underneath the clock tower, outside of gate number 1. I suppose he's got the right idea. Where you won't be going through anything. Just about above the escalator over there, you can make out the minarets for the Grand Mosque. It's so busy. And just imagine this ain't the busiest time of year. It'll get way busier than this soon. Oh my God, this is a nightmare. I got a coach from here into the clock tower. I got the coach back out from the clock tower. Now I can't find my coach to the hotel. And everyone here doesn't know anything about it. They say, oh yeah, this is a lane for your coach to turn up. But no point, no nothing, just a lane. No one here to help you, no one thinking. It's an absolute nightmare. Everyone's struggling to find anything. You know what? I think it's time to stick to cabs or Uber. Let's see if we can get an Uber from the main road. But this is proper organised chaos with a capital C. It's absolutely crazy. But no points. At least have points for your hotel bus that is going to come. Like no, but it's just a free for all. Coaches everywhere. But the clock tower, you can see. This is the coach stop. It's absolute chaos. You can't find anything. If they want to sort out anything from people leaving the location of the Al Haram, this is what they need to sort out. Coach stop with no numbers on it. How are you supposed to find your coach? And the whole traffic around, absolutely chocker. It was a free service, but you know what? You'd rather pay for a cab just to be on the
you'd lose your marbles here. You really would. But hey, let's see what the cab fare is.